The general session starts now. The host of today's show, and backed by popular demand, Mark Mayfield.
Ladies and gentlemen, our colors will be presented by the Navy Junior ROTC from Smithson Valley High School in Spring Branch, Texas. Our national anthem will be sung by Judd Latimer, who is Petty Officer for the Navy Recruiting Office here in the San Antonio District. Would you please rise for those events? If any of you served in the military or are currently serving in the military in any capacity, would you please stand? Please stand. Show your appreciation, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I don't know about you, but I think the country would be a lot better off. There'd be a lot more unity if we started every meeting with a flag salute, with a pledge of allegiance, and with a recognition of our veterans. Thank you. Thanks. I first just wanted grandkids for revenge. That was it. But then I found out how much fun they are, and I'm not going to give a lot of stories, but I do have to give you this one. My 5-year-old granddaughter, last week, the ice cream truck came rolling through. And of course, by the way, that's how you can test a child's hearing. They can hear an ice cream truck 5 miles away. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I said, do you want to get some ice cream? And this is what my 5-year-old granddaughter said. No, Papa, I don't have enough money in my money jar. And so I've got to get more money in my money jar before I buy ice cream. Now, what that means is that my 5-year-old granddaughter understands economics more than Congress.
I think my granddaughters do too.
Yes.
They do too. Yeah. Yep.
So, anyway, so enough for the grandkids. All right, there's been a lot of talk about trade. Let's bring up one specific issue. Cuba and Cuba trade, obviously, is in the news. What could that possibly mean for... Thank you. Mr. Secretary, first of all, I'm going to miss you. There are politicians and there are statesmen. You, my friend, are the latter.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And I know I speak on behalf of all these people. We thank you for being our ambassador the last year, and we wish you the very best. God love you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, sir. Thank you.
We all know that a cat lands on its feet. We also know that a buttered slice of bread, if you drop it, it will always land buttered down. So my question, as an honorary farm boy, I would pose this. If you buttered the back of a cat, what force of the universe would prevail? Now, this was a very long metaphor with a tiny payoff to ask Gordon a question, but my question is, what force in the universe, in agriculture, in this country, in the world, is it going to help to give some relief to some wheat? I don't even need an introduction to introduce this next guy, because we spent 6 hours in the car yesterday, and let me say, that's too long. Particularly when he's got a costume. And you know, as his wife says, the best way to bring him up, old mascots never die, they just smell that way. I'm really excited about introducing our next speaker. He is an author of nearly 50 sports books. 50 books. That's more than I've read, actually. Wow. Hey, hashtag book on tape. He's an award-winning Hall of Fame peak performance business speaker because he was at one time an aspiring pianist and was invited to and attended the very prestigious Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York, where he graduated with a master's in performance and literature. And if you don't know that's a big deal, you should know that is a big deal. There's no question that there's a lot of speakers out there, but I can tell you honestly, there is none that inspires and motivates and moves people quite like this guy. He is a father, a husband, a business owner, a speaker, an author. He's now my BFF. Please welcome to the stage a gentleman that was expected to die, but now teaches other people how to live. Welcome, Mr. John O'Leary.
What's up, BFF?
Now you're probably thinking, it's time for a break. This is not a break. I repeat, this is not a break. It's kind of like that top step on a ladder. They say, this is not a step. Looks like a step. You think it's a step, but it's not a step. This is not a break. This is a dessert opportunity, all right? I know every audience wants more than theory. I know that like to be able to walk out of a meeting after hearing a presenter with a piece of information that when they put in practice, it would put money in their pocket. Would you like that? Yeah. Of course you would. And so I'm going to take my last 30 seconds and talk about Amway. I'm kidding. My sister's an Amway dealer. She hates that joke, but it's just a joke. But I am going to end by telling you something that you could use that would put money in your pocket. Not too long ago, I'm doing some paperwork, and I race through my paperwork like a good jerk would. I take these letters I've prepared, I run to the mailbox, I throw them in the mailbox, I flip up the flag. I'm done! Did I double check those letters before I put them in the mailbox? No, it's not what I did. One of the letters didn't get a stamp on it, but it's stuck in between all the letters that have stamps. And lo and behold, that letter without the stamp came back to me. Why? Well, postage was due. Now, how did they know where to send it? Well, my name and address was in the upper left-hand corner. So I got to thinking. Now, this is going to save you a lot of money. I want you to think of me next Christmas card season, okay? Next time you want to mail a letter, wherever you want to mail it to, you put that name and address in the upper left-hand corner. Put your name and address right in the middle. Folks, I have not bought a postage stamp in 12 years. You've been a good group. God love you. Thanks for having me here. You've been terrific. Thank you very much.